Bismarck on the left side.
So an infringement it is for Atoko. Mauli Uwayo, one of the key men for Atoko, together with Hamza Issa in attack. Always dangerous with a new man, Duku Frank. Free kick for Atoko, taken in there by captain for the evening. Atoko. On the right side, carry on ball. He has to look for options. He has to go back to Dasso, and he finds Ali Mohammed. Now to Sharif. Sharif back to Ali. Ali controls. Beautiful play from him now. And 300 French slips. Ali on the ball for Arthur. He goes in close to Duku Frank. But the pass is poor, and a chance. Well, high outside. The last man's flag is out, and Mia J is a little bit on the sidelines. It was a back pass from Duku.
Well, Benghazi and the rules can't play again. I'm sure the assistant one got it wrong there. It was a back pass, as he said, and that should have been a chance for Bratton to get a shot on target, but the linesman got it wrong there.
He got it wrong, they gave down to Gio and has to put the ball in on the right side, to say, captain for the side. He goes back and finds Sharif. Sharif back to Karim. He looks for options. After kick again, and he keeps the ball away to Opin Junior. Opin goes out to the front of Opin goes to the left. He is played by Ali. Straight to ending for half of line. The line on the ball for the goes on the Freedman goal for Africa. The line from GH1 TV. Line also on Agro TV and also on TireFM. Cover the for line on the TV Stadium at Legon. Back to 4-0, part of line 0. The early game saw for Luke again goes down by 2 goals to 1. Long ball for score. But ball declared after the players left. Ball still collecting dangerously low. But outcome sets for save.
Good play so far. Patient build up from the Fandu lads. He doesn't work out. That's how it started. They had their chances. I mean, the build up play was good. And then they could not take their chances. They conceded 2 goals in the first half. To make things right, they need to get some of these chances and make some goals out of them.
Corner kick for Conrad of Lions. Bismarck in, the man with a corner left foot behind the corner kick. This is for Conrad Lions. Look at that tackle up on the man in the box. It comes in now. Good one from him. Well, too long. A cross from him. The box has been played though. About with a cross and a long one. Chance for Lions. He has the ball down and ball is played by Karim for Atoko. Again, a cross from Bismarck. And now we score from him. Get it out. And Atoko for the Lions finally. Bakwando will come again with another ball. Ding dong up there now. Ball drops goal for Maui Uwayu. Good ball on the right side now they go. Pass to Kota breaking now to Hamza Isa. Cross comes in from him. But the attack breaks down and Kwando back on the ball. Lions with the ball in their own half to Captain Aban. Aban with corruption. Long one from him. It drops. Control beautifully there by Taku breaks down again. Oh, what a chance there. Orbin Jr. And it is missed by Orbin Jr. What a chance for Orbin Jr. to make amends.
What was the goalkeeper thinking? Why did he come out Benghazi? And he came out and Orbin Jr. had a lot of options. He could have found a colleague, he could have dribbled the goalkeeper. He chose the first time option. He went for the first time and look at that again. A brilliant workout from the Kwando lad, Ebenezer Aban, captain of the side. And when the ball came in, you will see that they lost, had to pick, lost the ball, poor pass.
It was a back
Pass again, another poor one. And it fell to mistake. Yes, and it fell to him. He had another option. He could have dribbled the goalkeeper and laid it with his right foot, or he found the colleague. He went for the first time and
What was Chade doing there? The keeper from Atoko. Well, anyway, throwing for Lions, thrown in by Danso. He finds Hennessy. Hennessy goes back to his colleague in defense in Abba. Abba controls. Back to Danso on the right side. Danso controls the ball on the right side for Kwando out of Lions. He has to go back to his goalkeeper. And Lawrence Osei will save fully for the Kwando line. Long kick from him was a bit supposed to Arthur will go for throwing for Atoko. The 2 minutes left throwing at this stage. Ball picked up by Ransford Mensa for the throwing. Ransford with a throw for Atoko. He throws one down, but straight to a Kwando player. Ball drops though. And Kwando will lose out on the ball now. He's striker for the side. Duku Frank gets the ball to Ransford. All the way to Kutuba for the side. Sharif controls the ball in his own hand. He looks up. 1-1 from Sharif. It drops to Yao Amankwa. Amankwa straight to Osubonten. And out he goes for a throw. Phobias in their own hand. Ali control. He looks for options. Long one from Ali Mohammed. Ball drop. But cannot be controlled out. He goes for a goal kick for Kwando out of line.
What I've seen from across the field under coach Asuki Dramani in recent times, from the President's Cup and to that's goalkeeper Lawrence Osei there. But I'm talking about Accra Atoko. What I've seen from them is a long ball. They want to use the long balls, especially when the team plays on the high line. They use one of those long balls to score against Kwando out of Lions the last time around. So maybe the long balls might work for them.
It might work for them. On the ball though is Lawrence Osei. A long kick from him into the Atoko half. Ball clear though. And ball still in play. A castle between us, Subonten and the others. Out to go for a throwing it is for Atoko. Ball picked up by the Phobians. Yao Amankwa Belfi with a throw in for Atoko. Belfi throws one down. Long one and referee or a Stanley's man's flag is up for an infringement against Atoko.
mean, you talk about the new boys. 18 minutes of play done so far. Captain Aban leading his charges. But I want to talk about the new boys and how good they've been, especially in midfield. The number 9, the man with the afro, the man with the lots of hair, Echedubi, has been bossing the midfield. Don't forget that he's playing in the same role as Ishmael Ado, who is not here today. I mean, he's resting his feet, but then he's resting. I think Ishmael Ado has made, what's the name? Echedubi has made a good account of himself.
Oh, what's happening to the Hasbrook defense?
They're all over the place, Benghazi.
Early days though, we need to settle and get into the game so quick. Lawrence Osei with the ball there for Kwando out of Lions. Long ball to the area, ball flicked on by Opin Jr. Controlled there partially by the attack, and that's set Pansa. But out the ball go for a throw-in for Atofo. We'll leave it for Ransford Mensah. Ransford Mensah puts the ball out for Atofo. Throw-in for the Philippines. Another flanker. He throws one into the area of his. Well, Sharif has to be quick. He does so and locates this one on the right side. Among 5 could not control goals.
The Hearts of Oak they've been so bad at the backside, and they need to be very, very careful because Lions will be looking to punish them. And if any of these mistakes fall on the right side of Lions, well, Benghazi, we might see a goal.
Chance for Lions. Well, a shot coming in over the upright. It goes. That was a chance for one out of Lions, but his effort flying over the upright, and that is Paul Atta. Atta shot flying off again.
He did everything right, but then the shot, I mean, he could have just laid the pass, put it on his right foot, and he went for the first time shot. I think they are too eager because Hearts of Oak have the G3. Now you see they don't want to play out from the back, and goalkeeper Asheru will decide to go for a long one in now because in recent times, or in the past few minutes, their passing out from the back has been bad, and if they continue, they might be punished by the Lions.
Absolutely long ball into the half of Lions, headed down by the Phobians. It's been a ding-dong affair so far. And infirmity, of course, Eche Dudley.
Yeah, the new boy from Banana Inn. Yeah.
Banana Inn.
Yes.
Damn so much.
Yes.
Has to put the ball in their own half through Ali Mohammed. Ali Mohammed controls the ball in his own half. Back to captain for the side, Abdul Karim. Karim with for options. Long ball over the top. Headed down low by the defenseman. And on the ball again, Eche. Eche gets the ball to Aban. Aban the player for Lions. The ball drops to Karim. Karim now finds his man. Mauli Wayu on the right side. He goes in full by the 4-1 from Hamza. And that has to break down. And improvement in favor of Kwando out of Lions. Aban again, the ball for Lions now. Aban, the captain for the side. Press play to the right side. He locates Danso. Danso trying to go for his money out. Stop there in his tracks. But also going to change for Atofo. He's going to look for his men in the parking area. He's going to gain control. He has to go to the Danso. He's not for Mensa. And a poor pass. And out the ball goes for a throw-in for Hearts of Lions. The ball from Opon Afrani was very, very poor. Opon Afrani was a poor from him. And the ball goes for what I'm not too sure. I think that's just one infringement.
Says he handled the ball focus down to the fast games Abin Jr. will be looking to punish his whole side.
Frigate for Atofo.
And there we see coach, assistant coach Iman. And again, chance for us to win at the front against Abin Jr.
Then he is the man who played for Atofo some few years ago. Now playing for Hearts of Lions, Opon Jr. Dealing with that. Atofo to the ball now. In the court now. Long ball to area from the effort. Straight to Lawrence Osei and goal for Kwando out of Lions.
course, had 8 defeats and went on to 9 draws. Well, in those draws, they also played Accra Sofos. They were here in Accra and lost to Accra Sofos. And of course, also they beat Accra Sofos when they came to Congo. So it's been fair for this side. Let's see who come out top in this one again.
Possible contact moving to attacking area, but attack again will break down. Hennessy will control in his own half. He finds someone down. So that's on the ball now for Lions. Back to Hennessy. Hennessy will cross with a long running stroke. Contributed by Kwanzaa. Hennessy running back to goal. Looking for their run. Oh, attack. The ball is cleared by Sharif from Sofos. And a passing from Common Worth. Not challenge from Sharif.
Goalkeeper's area, and he did the right thing. He had to be sure that he went in for the ball. But then, I mean, that was also sure he went in for the ball. You can never give a ball for that team. Good goalkeeping from goalkeeper Sharif.
Sharif Shuaib coming up his line to play the left. Finding that chance on that ball for Hatsuko.
I think what coach is trying to do, but then again, you see that chance. Good play from someone else. He sends the ball in. Freeman was lost. He would have gotten control of that ball. The stick was on the ball. He came out there. Goalkeeper had different options and the attack was now down in paint. But also, you see the plan from coach. What was the name? Coach Accra Sofos. Then you see the full BMs enjoying some good football, some good jama. Talking about what coach Jimmy was trying to do here. He wants to give opportunities to the other players as well. Come in, this is a chance for you to make a name, to write a good report before the league starts. So, giving a chance to some of these new players to make a good report.
For the left side, this match inning hits the ball to close one down for Lions. Gets the ball to Aban. Aban with a shot for distance. The ball is blocked and the ball now is hitting. That's the break down goal. After the goal, they recover the ball. Beautifully done. After the goal, starting to go to the attacking area. Can they do it? Referee has blown for an improvement from after the goal. Trying to do to block down. To block down. But Aban. So an improvement for the phobia.
Well, it's been a cool game so far. I think the real good teams have carried themselves, and especially as a coach at the teaching time, because we saw the new culture is a lot of mistakes from this, and we know that one goes now. But then, nonetheless, the trend is keeping with the finger.
Two men behind the free kick for Sofos. Coming out of the together, going to run score. They are behind the free kick for Sofos. They go out to the point. It is jumping out to the swing and now too long and straight to the Lawrence and saying, let's go forward. Straight to Rush. But again, the ball for Hatsuko. He's stopping his tracks. Walk there now for Hatsuko. And now the ball goes for a throw in for Kwamba at the line. Lawrence coming in from Alliance Mohammed. Throwing distance down by now. Putting the throw to the side. Picked up by Lawrence Manta. Manta to Rocky Gunner. After Manta, Manta locates captain for the Abu Karim. Heading back to Sharif in goal for Hatsuko. Sharif on the ball. Goes in cold now to Zamina. Straight to Karim. Karim back to Sharif. Sharif being pressed. So goes in with a long clearance to the right side. Headed powerfully. Ball still in play. Referee will blow though for an infringement for Accra Sofos.
I think 8 minutes of play done so far, Ben, and so far so good as compared to what we saw in the World Cup, where these two sides met again. Two different personnel deployed by both coaches, and I can see that so far Lions have had the upper hand and have had the clearest of chances to get a goal.
It's interesting to see or notice that Hatsuko have put some very key players on the bench. Benjamin Asare is on the bench. Hamza Issa is on the bench together with also Kelvin Osei Esibi. On the bench.
I told you that the Kaka Top 4 is also an opportunity to test new players, to give opportunity to players. Don't forget that he's a new coach, and this is his third game for the club, and he'll be looking to see what some of the boys that he's yet to give opportunities to can bring on board, and then if they will be part of his long-term plans, or if you need a reinforcement ahead of the new Premier League season.
So the front three for Hartlepool today is Mauli, Wayo, Enoch Esubontin, and Frank Duku. The man in the middle leading the lines for Accra Hartlepool. 0-0, 29 minutes done in the first half. Game 2, day 1. Hartlepool, Heart of Lions. Live at the UG Stadium. Free kick for Heart of Lions on the left side. Bismarck Enin. He goes in full now to Hennessy. Hennessy looks up. Ball across field. Looking for the run of down. So can he get the ball to him? Ball clear though, and out he goes for a throw-in. Corner kick, sorry, for Lions. Free kick for the corner coming from Enoch Esubontin. Sharif speaking to his men to be ready for the corner kick. Position yourself very well for the corner kick from Sharif Shuab Barsopo. Corner kick taken again by Bismarck Aiding. Looks to be the main one for all the quick duties. He goes in now with a good one. It drops a chance, and what a miss from attack once again. Free head out of the last end of the goal area. But his connection missing direction, and out he goes for a goal kick.
A very good corner kick from Bismarck, and I went right into the mix of things. All he needed to do was find the target, ball attack, but then his header went just off at the.
Game goes on though. Freeman for Lions looks for options to Enin. Enin goes in full. Still Lions trying to move. Freeman goes in, but referee has blown for an infringement for Hartlepool.
And attack cannot believe it.
David Okwafani was brought down, and the referee blew for an infringement for Hartlepool. Was again there by Abdul Karim. There it is again now. Freeman 10 is marking inside out.
Strong play from Townsend Freeman, and you see that, I mean, he's very short, but trust me, he's a very strong player, and you see how he got the place of the ball, but the referee says it was a foul against Lions.
Duku going for Hartlepool, but Lawrence is out to save fully for Lions.
Good experience from Ebenezer Abani there, and he's been doing this with the Lions for some time now, and he's been in the league for some time now as well, and I mean, it was just right for him to just hold up the attacker for his goalkeeper Lawrence, whose kick is out of play for 2-1.
Throw in picked up by Yao Amankwa Bepi. He leaves it though. That's what Dominic leaving it now for Yao Amankwa Bepi.
Former Kotoko player.
Absolutely. Bepi picks the ball up. He throws one down. Ball will be stopped by Lions. Attack controls beautifully in midfield. Paul attack. He goes down. Referee has blown for an infringement for Lions.
Right, so I mean, with 32 minutes of play done so far, and we yet to see a goal, but then in the last 10 meetings, Lions have scored 10 goals, while Hearts of Oak have scored 11 goals. So these games are not short of goals, and we expect that we'll get some goals soon. But then so far, Hearts of Oak, we've not seen some good attacking play from them. We yet to see some good attacking play from them. But I believe that as time goes on, they would come into the game. And then for Lions, they need to take their chances, because in games like this, just like we saw on Sunday, they had clear-cut chances, but then before they knew it, Hearts of Oak were celebrating.
Whoa, going for an infringement. But what was that the Phobians were trying to do at the
back? I mean, I thought they had changed their pusher, and then you see Eric Eliaji with the Kwando team there, not happy at all with the decisions of referee Emmanuel Graham, but then he's in charge and he has the final say, Ben.
So game does go on. Lions are back on the ball again in midfield. Beautiful play. Eche gets the ball out full to Freeman. That was too strong. But ball be cleared now by Hearts of Oak. Attack again will break down. The referee says play should go on, and play does go on. Long ball, but that goes straight to Hennessy. Hennessy locates his goalkeeper, Lawrence Osei. Osei with a good pass in full, but straight And after touch, he goes for a throw-in.
Hearts of Oak are trying to play out from the back bend, and you see that they had to stop for some time going for the long balls. They are back at it trying to get to what the coach has asked them to do, and it's getting dangerous for them. It is putting the fans on pins, nails, and tenterhooks. They need to be very, very careful. If not, one of these mistakes might cause them bend.
Ransford Mensah with a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. He throws one down, deep into the Lions' half. The ball has been cleared, and on the ball beautifully is the Panzer. Out the ball go now for a throw-in, and throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Ransford throws one in, looking for Frank Duku, but straight to Lawrence Osei instead and go for Lions. Eche releases his man Bismarck Enin. Enin pass is good to Atta now. They are breaking loose. Atta on the ball now. He shoots and off target. Selfish play from Atta again. He had so many men to look for in the box, about 3 of them, but he chose to go for a shot instead of a cross.
What was Paul Atta doing? Benghazi, Chauncey Freeman was lurking in there. Obeng Jr. was in the box. All he needed to do was find a simple cross, and he would have found a man there. He went for glory again, and now they would have to defend this. But I told you about how they create chances, miss them, and then they see Hearts of Oak celebrating later. You need to be very careful and take their chances, Paul Atta.
Kwesi Asma just gave the ball away to Lions on our occasion. Eche on the ball now for Lions to Danso. Danso now finds Hennessy. Hennessy now finds his goalkeeper Lawrence Osei. Back to Eche. Eche controls the midfield. Look for options. He has to go back. He does, but a poor pass from him though. And the chase is on. Ball won by Mawuli Wayo, who has been brought down. And referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Oak. It's a free kick for Hearts of Oak. A clear infringement on Mawuli Wayo by Bismarck Enin. So a yellow card has been issued by the referee on Bismarck Enin. See, once again, Wayo was first to that ball, and Enin just jumped into him. Yellow card.
Nowhere near the ball, Enin, and he was going nowhere. He was going nowhere, obviously, to send in a cross, but then he could have done it a bit calmer or cooler, and a deserved yellow card for the left back.
Free kick for Hearts of Oak. This could be dangerous. Lawrence Osei in goal is ready for this. He has got men as well to defend this. Jamina Rocky, the man behind the free kick for Hearts of Oak, together with Ransford Mensah. Mensah and Jamina will try and some magical moves for the Phobians. Can they work some magic? Jamina leaves it for Mensah. Comes in a good one. Ransford Mensah makes it 1 for Hearts of Oak. Kick came in. So position the box of Lions, and the ball ends up in the net for the first goal here for Hearts of Oak.
Lawrence Osei and his defensemen cannot believe it, and it was a good free kick, and straight from the spot. He went in. The goalkeeper obviously did not have a chance to see what was coming, and Coach Bashir Hayford is not see what hit them there, but then it was a good free kick from the Phobians. And I told you about chances. Ebenezer Aban had that chance to clear the ball, but then a good one for Ransford Mensah. Hearts of Oak 1, Hearts of Lions 0. Would we see another story? But the fans don't care. All they can care and say is arose, be quiet and don't be. You already know.
Absolutely. So it's Hearts of Oak 1, Hearts of Lions 0. But the Lions team will move into taking a rest now to Obeng Jr. He finds Panzer. Panzer gets the ball on field now, but that could break down. But they regain the ball again through Panzer. He's so strong. Referee has gone for an infringement for Panzer out of Lions.
Football is always unfair, Ben. You have the greatest of chances, and now Paul Atta will be ruining all the chances and the time that he had to just put a simple pass in so that he could find men who would have scored a goal for him. And now they're down by a goal to nothing. Just like what we saw in the first game, Kotoko had all those chances, but he didn't take them. And then just one.
Frigate comes in for Lions. The ball has been cleared, and out he goes for a corner kick for Lions. Run spot meant for the goal scorer with a clearance for the Philippines. Can Lions get a leveler before the break?
Let's see. Time will tell.
Guess who's coming for this corner kick?
Corporate for the foul. I said there was no need for that. Now Bismarckini, he will be hoping that his cross can get an assist. This evening, you never know, get a Punyan goal. We saw last season in the English Premier League from goals.
He needs to pull some redemption for his team. After he gave out the free kick that led to the goal, can he redeem himself and his team? It is Bismarck Enin on this corner duty for Heart of Lions. He has men in the box to look for. He goes in now. In swinger, it is a good one, and Sheriff is out. Ball drops though, and coolly saved there by Sheriff. Schwab.
Yeah, he came out the first time, he didn't get it, but then another shot on target from Freeman, who has been up and doing so far. And now Heart of Oak can easily play out from the back there.
They do so. Long ball, but that was clearly an offside on Mauli Uwayo. He was clearly offside. So the linesman's flag quickly went up, and he was flagged accordingly by the referee. Hearts of Oak up 1-0 against Lions. 40 minutes played. Match day 1, second game. Top 4. Action here at UG Stadium in Legon. Free kick for Lions. Abba. Ebenezer. He rolls one down to Hennessy. Hennessy gets to the wall first. Whoa. Hennessy still regains the ball though. That was quite tricky on his part though, but he's back on the ball. He now finds Aban. Aban is in front. That was quite dangerous from Duku. He seems to have stepped on the ankle of Aban. And Aban is in so much pain. Aban is in so much pain.
That's a poor one from Frank Duku. I mean, it's a Galka top 4. The competition needs to come in, but then these players have been preparing for a very long time and need to be good up and doing for the season proper. So we wouldn't want to see tackles like this, especially when you've already lost the ball.
And he's still down, but the fans in the stands, some mixture of Lions fans, not too happy. Some players of Gold Stars also up in the stands watching all their first game. But of course, losing to Lions, there'll be any goals, that's why 2-1. They are here watching on because they'll play one of these two sides in the next game on Friday.
Obviously. So we know that on Friday, the Rainbow Boys will take on Biani Gold Stars. And then, if you know that story, yes, Kotoko.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Taken in there by Hennessy with a long gap for headed back door by Ali Mohammed. And that's to poke on the ball now through throwing for Lions. Lions with a throw-in.
Well, I think at this stage, if he cannot continue, one of the best things that they need to do is just take him off. Obviously, they need him for the Premier League.
Referee has blown for an infringement. There seems to have been a push, and there was a push, in fact, on Asma. Could see Asma of Artefok. So free kick for Artefok. And there he is. He seems to be wobbling, really. He's not looking too fit. Talking about the captain for Lions, Aban Ebenezer. But let's see if it can carry on. Long ball across field. Headed out though by Enin, and out it goes for a throw-in for Artefok. 44 minutes played in the first half. It's Artefok 1, Heart of Lions 0. The Akpi boys trailing. Akpini boys are trailing against the men from Newtown here in Accra. Artefok. Throw-in picked up by Amankwa. He throws one down now. Ball cleared and out for what should be a corner kick. Corner kick it is for Artefok. The Phobians are gradually moving men to the penalty area of Heart of Lions. Corner kick for the Phobians. We're at a time now of 3 minutes for the first 45 minutes. At a time is 3 minutes. Corner kick for Hasselhoff. Behind the ball again is the Mokonogo player, Rocky Damina. Rocky Damina goes for the shot option. Hasselhoff with the ball. I guess they're very much okay with the 1-0 lead here. The man on the box. Cross comes in now though, but headed out by Aban. Straight to Hasselhoff. And controlled now by Kwesi Asmat. Asmat ends beautifully. Get the ball in full. Hasselhoff, brilliant play from upon Afani. But that could break down on the ball line. Free man for Lions. His pass blocked, and out he goes for a throw-in for Heart of Lions, who are trailing here to the goal from Ransford Mensah for Hasselhoff. Ball picked up by Danso for Lions. Throws one down to Hennessy. Hennessy looks for options. Long one from Hennessy. Ball will drop. Picked on by Lions. Original goes in, but that was brilliant play from Mohammed Ali. The finish goes back, and that is Sharif, who saves fully for Hasselhoff. Sharif rolls one down. Left side, the goal scorer for Hasselhoff, Ransford Mensah. Mensah controls beautifully. Mensah on the ball still. Options, very few, so he has to go back. He does so. He goes back and finds Mohammed Ali, who now finds goalkeeper Sharif. Sharif back to Mohammed Ali. Ali controls and looks for options. He goes in full now. That was a poor one though. And straight to Eche. Eche will find Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa on the ball still, looking for options. He does so. He finds Attack, but Attack will break down for Lions. But Attack regains the ball for Lions. Attack controls the ball still. But beautiful recovery from Yao Amankwa Befi. Long ball to the area of Lions. Controlled now by Aban. Referee has blown for an infringement though for Heart of Lions. People cannot believe that the referee has blown for this infringement. But well, he's the man in charge, and so it is a free kick. 47 minutes now done in the first half. Protocol blocked earlier. Hasselhoff are leading by a goal to 0 against Lions in this game. Danso controls the ball. He gets the ball to Obin Jr., but attack again breaks down. And the ball now is Aban. Aban controls. Looks for options. Long one to the area. Can he get the ball to his man? Yes, he can. Controlled now by Lions. On the ball now is Danso. He goes back to Eche. Eche on the ball. Straight to Hennessy. Hennessy controls the ball in the half of Hasselhoff. Back to Eche. Eche controls the ball. Look for options. Good one in field now to Panza. Panza on the ball now. Looks for options. Good one for Lions. Attack on the ball. Goes in full to Danso. Looking for options. Options very few. Goes in full now. That's on the ball still. Express play to captain for the side. Aban. Aban shoots, and that was wasteful from Aban Ebenezer.
Ambitious but very wasteful, and that should bring us to the end of the first half. A good play from both sides, especially Lions. They had the intentions, they had that understanding, they pressed across the hook very high, and it made across the hook, caused a lot of mistakes at the backside.
And the referee, Emmanuel Graham, class 1 referee, has blown for the end of the first 45 minutes here. And Hasselhoff leads 1-0 against Pando Heart of Lions.
Well, I think it's been a great game.
All right, so it is halftime now. It's 1-0, Accra Hasselhoff leading. The Lions could not roar in the first half. Let's see how the second half panned out. So there you have on your screens. Though they are down by a lone goal, supporters of Pando Heart of Lions still enjoying their Bobobo tunes there in the stands, and fans of Hasselhoff also all there at the University of Ghana Stadium. So it's match day 1, match number 2 there. For you, it's Hasselhoff hosts who are leading by a lone goal there in this particular fixture. So it was an own goal courtesy Ebenezer Aban, who is the captain, unfortunately, for Pando Heart of Lions. Gentlemen, good to have you back again for the second half. We've seen how the first half panned out. If it's anything to go by, are we enjoying the fluidity? Would you say that the liberty is there? Are we likely to get it being won on the bench?
Yeah, I think obviously it's been like that because I think the last chance that Heart of Lions had, we were also asking why is he taking the ball back? But later when you check the defensive shape of Hearts of Oak, he had no option but to take the ball back. That's pure coaching. Hearts of Oak, that's their strength. They have a solid manager who has been able to coach the boys to play his style of play. And I think just as we alluded the last time, it's been a game. The margins and the scoreline clearly tells that it's been a close margin. Heart of Lions had moments in the game. The first half, they had good counter breaks. They took advantage of defensive errors of the Hearts of Oak centre backs because they are not experienced players. Because Esibe, who is the most experienced player in the team, is on the bench. So they took advantage of that, and they had Obin Jr. had a chance. But I think the decision was right. He tried to go once, but because the pitch is not good, the ball bounced and went away, awkwardly bounced and went away. But away from that, it's been a fair game. Both coaches, how they want to play has been moving on. Moment comes in, you play and try and get the goal. The goal that came in is football. It's a set piece. I think Ebenezer Ban, who is a defender, he always wants to put in a head. He tries it, and unfortunately, there was too much power. I think it went into his net. I think if the goalkeeper had spoken louder, would have left it for him to make a save. But no, it happens. Defenders, great defenders, end up scoring them. So, but I think, in summary, it's been a true reflection of the game. It's been a game of movements. Hasbrook just had a slight moment and they took advantage of it.
A game moment. Would you also say that looking at this game against the run of play, Hartlepool has proven that indeed they toppled over them in their Home World Cup and they're showing them that here also?
That's what I expected because before we came to the game started, I said that's what is going to happen because if you look at the Hearts tactical play against Hearts of Lions, I think if they meet them in the league, they will still beat them. So if you look at the tactics of the game reflection of the game has been what we expected because you see the Hearts of Lions, even though they are down by 1-0, they still play different from the Omu game. So I think that what Didi is trying to do is that Didi is trying to test his players ahead of the season because this particular tournament is just to prepare the teams. I mean, to prepare the House of Oak team ahead of the new tournament. So for me, I think that House of Lions, they have to come back second half, trying to play the midfield. And if you look at
so that's actually the goal.
The goal, yeah.
And the way it came in, that in-swinger, it was from a set piece.
Yeah, set piece.
And so trying to connect your head to clear it or whether it was...
His orientation was not good because he's running towards his goal. That was wrong. He should balance and face the ball. You see?
Yeah. He should have.
Ideally, you should balance and face the direction of the ball so that you can head it.
And you know.
But he ran towards it.
Yeah, he ran towards it.
And then so that one, a quick touch goes into your
And you know, most times, I think that our goalkeepers don't communicate to the defenders because this one, if the goalkeeper had communicated to the defender, he should have known how to defend.
Because if you watch the replay, also you have to give credit to the kicker.
Exactly.
Because it was a sharp kick. That any touch.
I think Rashford did well with
it was a very great kick.
The ball. Yeah.
So, even if Abad does not touch it, the House of Oak striker would have also
touched it. Yeah.
And in moments like you see when you are closer to the goal, the opponent's half, and you are making a cross, it has to be sharp.
Any mistake.
And direct because it can touch your player, the opponent's player, and then go straight into the net. It's a great kick. Unfortunately for Ebenezer, I think his shape, because he's supposed to be the last man, but if you check the defense line, he was even ahead of the other defenders. Because if ideally he was the last man, he would have just managed it and the goalkeeper would just come out and come and save it. And also, he didn't react very quickly. Because you could see if the highlight comes, he tried to take a step back, but the step was very slow. So the ball is always faster than
faster than.
So you always have to make sure that you are in front of the ball than just running awkwardly towards it. It was a bad movement. Unfortunately for him, he has to just go out.
So what are we seeing in our defensive setup, if it's anything to go by? Especially this will reflect in how we perform in the CAF Champions League. Right. This reflects in how we perform in the league and even in other competitions. Are we not learning? I mean, what is really not the problem? You've been with Nations FC, so
right. I think our problem has always been the basics and the small things. And then I work with a coach, like a foreign coach in a team where he always had problem with the basic things. And I think most of our players, you see the difference between the players that have played in the academy system and those that have played in the traditional system is the basics. For us, back then, most of the coaches that train these young boys is, you see, in an area, you have money, you can buy ball.
Exactly.
And then you form a coach. You are a coach, you form a team. So we don't have most of the coaches that train these young players in our communities are not properly trained coaches with the basics. So when the player grows to a level that they struggle with the basics. So if now their education.
That's
A
true.
typical example is Fatah Rishak when he went to Sporting. The Sporting coach then said clearly that he's talented, but he has a lot of education. His ball orientation, when to strike the ball, when to move, how to position yourself. This is the little thing that worries. Naturally, the talent, you already have it. The orientation, the basics. If you speak to Didi Dramani, Kasim Mengo, Maxwell Konodu, these experienced coaches, they will always tell you that one of the issues we have with our players is the basics. How to strike the ball, which leg to use, how to position yourself, a center back, how to defend the cross, how to take a defensive header, how to take an attacking header. You could see that the header looks more attacking
than clearing.
Clearing. Another one, look at the Kotoko, the goal Kotoko conceded.
Yeah, I mean,
You're a defender. You are giving a back pass. The first thing is you don't give the pass into the goal. It should be the pass should be away.
Yeah, it should be
so
away.
That if there's any moment that the goalkeeper loses focus, the ball goes to corner. But you pass straight into your net.
And I think at a point he was not even watching.
He didn't want to just turn past the ball. That's like those are the small tiny
Exactly.
things that end up calling us. Just the difference between the game.
So this goes
Small
goes
things.
into say we don't have academies because the basic has been taught in academies. So he made a point about area, coast. I mean, you buy a football or you just form the area boys. Then they started playing. One person, House of Folk or Kotoko, they came. They said, well, they need this player. Meanwhile, the basic that my colleague is saying, there's no basic. Elsewhere, they teach them how, when they pass the ball, where to control the ball, where to even play shot. You understand? You see players even using different sets left foot to play shot.
Yeah.
You understand? So these are the things that, I mean, it's about the academies. Because when you look at House of Folk, the academy, I don't even know what is going on. When you look at all the clubs in the country, we don't have academy. I mean, under 18, under 19, under 20. Elsewhere, Chelsea has under 21. Manchester had under 21. You understand? So this has to do with the academies.
Yeah, the youth,
we don't,
like the
youth.
youth.
Yeah,
We
the
don't
youth.
have
But
I think
I think the FA is...
one thing that the FA is doing
Exactly,
now, I
it's
think we have
doing
to
now.
give credit
Yeah,
to the FA with
yeah.
that. Because even now they've been running free courses for youth coaches. 'Cause
Exactly.
that's how we need to do it.
Yeah.
Get the children to understand the football and the technique.
Yeah.
When the person grows, as I was
It's not possible.
No,
And that's why
you
I was about asking that. It's as though for the basics, we rather want to get the basics when we have outgrown
the system.
the system.
And it's not possible.
And
Yeah.
it's
Because if I learn how to strike the ball the wrong way, and I go instinctively, that's how. And football is like split seconds.
Exactly.
It's what comes into my mind, and that's what I do it. If I don't have it instinctively, forget.
Which player ballooned the ball to the stand? I think the ball even passed the stand.
Yeah, I think
these
Obin
are-
Junior.
Obin, yeah. I mean,
You see,
I
there's
was just like,
there was this European coach who said that if you want to score a goal, he was telling me, if you want to score a goal, just let the ball end. He said, just let the ball cross the line.
That's
you don't have
it.
to kill somebody.
That's it.
But
Yeah.
our players, when they see the net, body kunu.
yeah.
I think it's an orientation growing up with.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes with it, especially in the areas as we're saying. But then we need to give credit also to the FA because they want to implement things like academies,
Forcing
for making sure that
teams to have
clubs should have
individuals.
academies. You know, it's an intentional thing they're trying to implement because they realize that the basics, we've gotten it wrong. There have been cracks there. So to fix it or to get the fundamentals right, it's important that you implement such things or you enshrine it in there.
And just to add to it, I think the clubs should comply.
Exactly.
Because if the FA, the Congress, they
We'll
mentioned
come up with
have
it,
a
all right.
Division
Yeah.
2, have
Yeah.
at least 19-year-old player in your starting 11.
Yeah.
Just do it. Like, it helps you yourself.
Yeah.
You give these players opportunities to play, and sometimes they come out to being the best players.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
they are the most marketable players.
Sure.
Because Europe, they want young players because they have more span and they can play for a longer time. Have a lower team. It helps you. Because if you don't have a lower team, a team like Nations FC will go and pick a Division 2 player. They won't pay a lot of money for the player. Plays in the Premier League, shines, and you come and buy him for a lot of money. So you don't. If you scout and you have a youth team, at least you can promote 2 or 3 players. So what I will add is that the FA will set the rules, but they can't chase all the teams and say, hey,
No,
this.
they should chase them. Because they are
When
the-
your starting 11
They
comes,
should force
you see,
them to
when
do
your
it.
starting 11 is what you're saying is true, but also I think the club themselves needs to at least, because every starting 11 they have to come and say, your starting 11, no under 18, so we won't let you play. Come on, I think
You should.
Yeah,
I think you should.
like
you should
they should
intentionally.
try and
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
understand and comply, because at the end of the day it helps us. We train these young players to understand the basics, because if you watch our football, every Ghanaian, I always say that every Ghanaian is talented. Even in this room, we have 5 boys.
33
If
million
you
coaches.
bring,
Yeah.
if you come with a football, at least you find 2 people that know how to play.
Yeah.
So naturally, we are talented. But the basics has always been our problem. If we can get the basics right, like we train the kids from under 12, under 10, under 19, a time will come. Imagine, look at Mohamed Kudus, for instance.
Yeah.
He's so good that Richarlison is saying
describing
that
him as a
he's a
Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Yeah.
Look, you see the level of, we are taking it for granted, but for a Brazilian to say that he thinks the African is a Brazilian, to tell, Kudus is talented. He had the education. Look at him. It's a classical example of what we can get from players that went through the classical education.
That's true.
Look at Mohamed Kudus. Look at Enes Miyama.
Yeah, Kamaldeen.
Kamaldeen Suleiman, because they had the right education. If they have the ball, they are better than a lot of players. So if we can add the proper education, when to strike, when to pass, how to position yourself, what to do, the right leg to use. Look at Semenyo. Because of his coaching education, he strikes the ball and you don't even know whether he's a right-footed or
That's
left-footed.
true.
He has a Ghanaian blood.
Yeah.
Once he gets the coaching education, he's superhuman. I think we need to add that, and the kind of players we will have, we'll be amazed by it.
Would we also say that, I mean, the long drought with regards to, or the drought with regards to how we perform in Africa has to do with because we got the basics wrong, or is just because our league really is not not well positioned lately?
The 2 goals. We got the league wrong. Our league, there's no financial. I mean, nobody's willing to sponsor the league. We don't go in to buy foreign players. I don't remember the last time that the top 4 clubs has Kotoko. They went to buy a Arab, Tunisian or Egyptian player. You understand? But we see the Arab. I mean, the South.
But they brought a Brazilian player.
Oh no! But I mean, the North African teams, they signed in $1 million, $500,000. You understand? So, and you see, seriously speaking, we still have a lot to do in our football. It's so painful when you're speaking about this. That is why I said to myself, the Club World Cup that we just watched recently, and we saw what the South African team, Sundowns, did. We saw what the Al Ahly they did. You know, I don't know how many years will it take us to get to that stage.
I'm sure it will not be so long.
It will be.
Let's see. I mean, things are changing. The FA is implementing a few things. Let's see how the clubs also embrace it. But guys, we got to go now. Your quick predictions for the second half. First off, Mumin.
Yeah, I think has to add 2 goals to the second half, making 3.
3.
You know, initially I had first half win 1 for House of Folk. So.
All right. For the investor, if you were listening, you could have gotten it. But
I don't think they'll be able to score that much goals. But Hasfolk will win. I expect Lions to at least come into the game. But Hasfolk win by 3.
All right. Okay. So wherever you're watching us from is the second half action as we reach day 1, and is the second game that we're bringing you. Is the second half action is the Gal Cup 2025 top 4 game coming up. It's Hearts of Folk.
Player going out, Mauli Wayo. And of course, coming in for House of Folk now is Hussein Mohammed. Hussein Mohammed in, Mauli Wayo out. And that player is coming on as well for House of Folk. George Paku is coming on as well. So George Paku in. And player out, Kwesi Asma. So Kwesi Asma out, George Paku in. Last Voka said 2 players have come on for the team. As they look to cement their lead, there it is, Hussein Mohammed in with Mauli Wayo out and George Paku in, and out is Kwesi Asma. Game is underway here at the UG Stadium. Bismarck in on the left side for Heart of Lions. Gets the ball to Paul Atta. Atta back to Bismarck Enin. Enin back to his captain who is back and fully fit now. Aban with a long kick-out hold, and Sheriff comes out and will save coolly for Heart of Folk. You're live on GH1 TV, live also on Star FM and all our other platforms on radio, English, Ultimate and Empire FM.
I think it's good that we're back and we see Captain Ebenezer Aban also back and strong. I mean, it wouldn't be so cool to lose him to injury at the stage of the season for his side. And I hope to see some good incursions from the Bandu lads at the last time that they played. That was on Sunday. We'll give reference to Sunday because it was the last time that we saw the 2 teams meet. In the second half, we didn't see so much from Bandu Hearts of Lions.
Referee has blown.
They'll be able to get something, in the second half.
An infringement it is for Heart of Lions, but a Heart of Folk player is down the turf though. Player on the turf injured. And there he is, one of the new men who just came on, or has been on for a while, Enoch Esubontin. But that the man is George Paku, the man who just came on for Kwesi Asma. He's fresh and needs to bring some energy into the game. Let's see what he brings into that game. Free kick for Lions. Captain Aban. And then a replay of the action there and a free kick there. That's what happened. Attack brought down by Aban. Sorry, that's Duku rather. So play resumes. Hennessy with a long kick field now. Ball cleared by Ransford Mensah. Looking for the men in attack. Controlled beautifully by Hearts of Folk. The new man who just came on. One of the new men who just came on. Hussein gets the ball in field now to Abdul Karim. To Hussein again now. Cross comes in and that was a poor cross. And now the ball will go for a goal kick for Pando Heart of Lions. Ball rolled down by Lawrence Osei. He gets the ball to his man Danso on the right side. Danso back to Hennessy. Hennessy back to Lawrence Osei in goal for Lions. Osei locates captain for the side in Aban. Ebenezer back to Lawrence Osei in goal for the Kwando lads. His press play now to Hennessy. Hennessy on the ball in his own hand. For a good one it is. The ball has been blocked and straight to Opinjina. Flicks the ball onto Freeman. Freeman shoots and it goes off target though.
And you can just see from him, he took that ball. He didn't raise his head. He knew where the goal would be. But this time, he knew where the goal would be, but the ball went different ways than last.
Well, we will target from Freeman. Free kick for Hearts of Folk. Sharif. Goal kick for Hearts of Folk and Sharif with a long ball. For Hearts of Folk. Ball headed back by Danso Eche and hustle with Abdul Karim. That's Duku and Duku. An infringement for Eche and for Heart of Lions. I haven't seen so much from Duku this
Yeah, he's been around, and that's what happened. Even in that game, in the World Cup, we didn't see him so much. But the
player on the tape
when it needed, when it was required, he scored that goal. And so that is all about football for me. So you never know, you might get a chance and then score a goal and then put his name in the hearts of the fans of
an infringement for Lions, and again Bismarck in behind the ball for Kwando Heart of Lions. He's been the man behind offensive duties for Lions. He has men to look for in the box. Bismarck Enin. Can he get it right this time around?
Understand his nickname is Baba Rahman.
But that was an interesting one from Lions. He didn't go for the usual cross. Went for a pass.
I think that was from the training ground. They wanted a set play, but Hearts of Folk were alert, and they twatted that they have a goal kick.
effort thwarted by Hearts of Oak. Sharif with a long kick out field now. Headed and ball drops. Bismarck getting with a clearance for Lions. But it's clearance straight to Hearts of Oak player, but referee has blown for an infringement though for Hearts of Lions. Aban behind the infringement for Pandoa of Lions. Long ball looking for the runner for Bing Jr. Ball dropped though and it's saved there by Sharif. Sharif has been very, very busy this evening.
Yeah. I mean, when you are deputy to the Black Stars captain, the Black Stars goalkeeper and captain of the side, anytime you get a chance, you need to take it. And I think he's been first. I mean, he's taken it. It's been a fair game. He's had some few issues with the passing of the ball and all that, but so far so well. I mean, so far so good. He's handled it well.
Sharif again on the ball for Hearts of Oak. Sharif Schwab. Number 2 to Benjamin Asare. Goalie for the Black Stars. A poor pass, but luckily for them, ball has been cleared. It lands those straight with the Hearts of Lions player. Book out breaking into areas now. Hussein on the ball. Options, he picks one up on the left side. Can he get to the ball? Yes, he does, but Danso is first to that ball as he blocks his path, and so out the ball go. Ball still in play though. Ball still in play. On the ball, has to book now on the ball. Oh my word. Put on control, and out the ball has gone for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Ball thrown down, and on the ball now is Lawrence Osei. Osei locates captain Ebenezer Aban with a long kick looking for the round of Freeman, but that was too strong, and so straight to Cherry's bingo part.
I think the instructions have been to go long this time around and test the defense of, again, another chance there for Hearts of Lions. So they need to take these chances like this because it keeps falling to them. Hearts of Oak fumbling at the back, and then the ball falls to them. But their final decision, it's what the issue is. Another chance.
This could be a chance though for Ben Jr., but ball has been cleared. And Hearts of Oak poorly clearing their lines, but whoa, that's an awkward one. So throwing, taken by Lions. Eche on the ball now. Cross come from Eche. It was a bit too high, and so it eludes all the attackers of Lions and straight to the Hearts of Oak player. Rocky Dlamina turns around beautifully, locating his man on the left side. Good play from Rocky Dlamina. This could be a chance for Hearts of Oak. A pass looking for Duku. Controls the ball in attacking areas, but he has to go back. He does go back. The attack obviously has broken down. Goes in full now to carry back to Mensah. Mensah looks for options. His pass is not too aiming for anybody. And so attack breaks down. And Lions on the ball now through Abba. That's attack. Attack has been brought down, and referee should say yellow card to Abdul Karim. Karim Abdul picks a yellow card. There is again now. He was way behind. There to foul Pansa. And so Karim picks a yellow card for that infringement.
Well, Hearts of Oak scored from a
yellow card confirmed there.
Hearts of Oak scored from a free kick, a chance for Lions to also maybe get one from a free kick as well. Let's see what happens then.
Let's see if they can produce some magic here. Ball comes in a good one, but headed out powerfully by the defense, led by captain for the side. Opong Afrane on the ball now for being Junior. Crosses blocked, and out he goes for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Throwing for Hearts of Oak. What is this confusion all about? So Yao Amankwa Berfi pick the ball up for the throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Berfi will throw one in. Looking for his man up front, but headed back by Bismarck Aiden for Lions. Ball drops in the area of Lions though. Controlled play by Danso. Danso on the ball on the right side. He comes in for a beautiful play from Danso. He now gets the ball to his man, locating captain for the side, Aban, Ebenezer. Ebenezer Aban on the ball for Heart of Lions. Very few options to pick from. So on the ball still for Lions. So now gets the ball to his man on the left side in Bismarck Enin. Enin spread play. Long one from him. Looking for the run of Freeman. The ball be cleared by Afrane for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Upon Afrane the Mackin 5-star player, now playing for Arsenal and captaining them today for encounter between